Good morning everyone. This video is about advertising sources. The traditional definition of source is a place or a person or a thing from which something originates or can be obtained. It's different in the case of advertising. In advertising perspective, a source refers to a person involved in communicating a marketing message. This means that the celebrities appearing in the ads are the sources. Let's think about this ad. In this case, Daniel Craig is the source of this advertisement. There are two types of sources. They are direct or indirect. The direct sources endorse the products directly. These sources claim that the product they are endorsing is good, and they also encourage the customers to try the product. In this case, I have to give the example of Sensodyne toothpaste ads. In most of their ads, a doctor will talk about the benefits of their product. Then they say that the customers should use the product without any doubt. In this given example, you can notice that the name of the doctor is given here. This is an example for direct source. In case of indirect sources, the sources just appear in the ad. They don't talk about the product or vow about anything. In case of indirect sources, the sources are mostly celebrities. The example of Daniel Craig is proper also here. James Bond does not tell you anything about the beer. He just appears in the ad to increase the value of the brand. Sources can be picked for a number of reasons. They can either be popular among people. People might find the sources to be knowledgeable. They might be chosen because they are attractive, or they might also represent the target audience. By representing the target audience, it means that if the target audience is interested with sports, the source will have to be a sportsman or someone related with sports. As an example, basketball merchandises cannot have an ad starring Cristiano Ronaldo because he does not have any relationship with this game. In that case, you need someone like this guy. Now let's come to source credibility. A credible source can influence the potential customers to buying the product. This can happen through expertise or trustworthiness. Customers might think of the source to be an expert in a sector. In that case, they are much more likely to believe what the source is saying. This creates a positive attitude towards the product. When a customer generates a positive attitude towards the product from an ad that has an expert in the sector, that process is called internalization. Customers can also think a source to be trustworthy. These figures are beloved by everyone and they are also rare to appear in an advertisement. Marketers often try to use people with high credibility to appear in the ads so that more people get influenced by the ad. An example of trustworthy figures can be Oprah Winfrey. However, these trustworthy figures don't appear in a lot of ads, as appearing in lots of ads can impact their image and credibility. Sometimes corporate leaders are chosen to be the spokesperson for a particular company or a brand. Think of Mark Zuckerberg as the spokesperson of Facebook. He is a successful corporate leader and he is also the spokesperson of Facebook. Choosing corporate leaders as spokespersons has both positive and negative sides. The obvious advantage is that it gives out the impression that the company is committed to its customers and the products or services they provide. The disadvantages: the image of the CEO is directly involved with the image of the company. If the CEO is linked with any scandal, the image of the company will immediately fall drastically. Another risk is prominent in this case. If the CEO leaves the company, the image of the company also will go down. Now let's come to source attractiveness. There are three ways the source attractiveness can be applied. They are similarity, familiarity, and likability. Firstly, similarity. Similarity is the supposed resemblance between the source and the receiver of the message. This basically means that the target audience should be similar to the source. A good example should be Usain Bolt appearing in any ads whose target market is the athletic peoples, the athletes. The athletes want to be like him or can relate to their lifestyle. Familiarity is referred to the knowledge of the source through exposure. Likeability. Ad makers use sources that are admired by everyone. These sources can be likable for any reason. They can be likable for either their physical appearance, they can be talented in their own ways, or they might also have a good personality that make them likable. Most of the ads apply likability while picking the source. There are several risks of using celebrities as the source of an ad. They are listed here. I will go through them in details. Firstly, the celebrities can overshadow the product shown in the ads. These celebrities are actually more popular than the products shown in the ads. In that case, the viewers will not pay any attention to the product showed in the ad. Rather, They will be interested in seeing what the source is doing or what they have to say. This can be an example of a celebrity overshadowing the product. Sure, people interested in the product might notice the brand, but mostly the product will be overshadowed by the celebrity. And if the people don't pay attention to the products, the main objective of the ad will be defeated. So the advertisement will ultimately be a failure. Overexposure is another problem. It happens when a single source is selected for various different companies. The customers will become skeptical. The credibility of the source also goes down. It will be like, hey, he appeared in another ad a few months back. He must be in it for the money. The company must be paying him a lot. Yes, the customers are actually very smart, and it would be a foolish thing to think otherwise. Target audience receptivity once again talks about how the customer receives the sources. This is pretty much the same concept as the source similarity. If the target audience do not feel the similarity with the source, the ad will be a failure. There are some risks of the advertisers also. If the celebrity is involved in some sort of scandal, the image of the product they endorse will also fail. Remember Tiger Woods? He used to be the brand ambassador of a lot of golf related merchandises. After the scandal, however, his credibility went down. As a result, he doesn't appear in the ads as much as before. Return on investment is a financial term. It talks about profit. Basically, what it says is that the amount gained from sales should be more than the amount paid for the sources in the ads. Suppose you picked Tom Cruise as the source of your new perfume brand. He is a very busy celebrity. So in order to get him to appear in your ad, you had to pay him $5 million. The ad was well received by the viewers. Everyone liked it. The sales increased. But the sales after the promotion of the ad was $4.5 million. $4.5 million is a big number. But it is not a profit since you paid $5 million to your source. In that point of view, your ad was a failure. The audience also must find and develop a strong association between the celebrity and the brand. And that is the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you learned something new today.